Hello, my dear students. Again, I am here with you to teach the rest of the chapter. I am so happy to see here because this is the third section of this class. Do you remember our previous section? What did you study in your previous section? Tell me, what did you study in our previous section? Yes, we studied about Sultanate period. When did Sultanate period started in India? When did Sultanate period started in India? Yes, correct. 1206. In 1206 to 1526, commonly known as Sultanate period in India. Who was the founder of Sultanate dynasty? Who was the founder of Sultanate dynasty? Yes, correct. Muhammad of Ghor. Muhammad of Ghor established Sultanate dynasty in Delhi. Then how many dynasties in Sultanate period? Yes, 5 dynasties. There are 5 dynasties in Sultanate period. Which are they? First one, Mamluk dynasty, Khilji dynasty, Tughlaq dynasty, Sayyid dynasty, and last one, Lodi dynasty. In previous class, I widely explained each of these dynasty. Do you remember? Yes. After that, I just start Mughal period in India. When did Mughal period started in India? Yes, 1526. Who was the establisher of Mughal dynasty? Babur. Babur was the founder of the Mughal dynasty. In 1526, he defeated Ibrahim Lodi and he established a new dynasty, that is Mughal dynasty, in 1526 to 1857, commonly known as Mughal period in India. Today we are going to learn more about Mughal dynasty. Okay, Mughal dynasty. Babur was the founder of Mughal dynasty. Babur was the founder of Mughal dynasty. Okay. I am going to show a chart for you. All of you look at this chart. In this chart, we can see a chronological order of the Mughal rulers and its periods. Okay. See, these are important rulers and its periods, the Mughal dynasty. The first one I already said, Babur. He was the founder of Mughal dynasty. He ruled in Mughal period the 1526 to 1530. His period is 1526 to 1530. He was a great architecture. And he built so many parks inside and outside of the dynasty. One of the important memories of Babur, that is Babur Nama. Babur's memories is called Babur Nama. Babur was the founder of Mughal dynasty and ruled in Mughal period in 1526 to 1530. And he built so many parks inside and outside the empire. One of the important memories of Babur, that is called Babur Nama. Okay. Next, Humayun. Humayun, he was the son of Babur. After the death of Babur, Humayun ruled in Mughal dynasty. He ruled in Mughal dynasty in 2 times. First period is 1530 to 1540 and 1555 to 1556. All of you look at this, 1530 to 1540 and 1555 to 1556. In 1540, an important ruler of Afghan, his name is Sher Shah, defeated Humayun and he established rule in Mughal dynasty. After the death of Sher Shah, Humayun restarted power in Mughal dynasty in 1555 and 1556. Okay. One of the important memories of Humayun, that is Humayun Nama. Okay. After the death of Babur, his son Humayun ruled in Mughal dynasty. He ruled in two times, 1530 to 1540 and 1555 to 1556. Then after the death of Humayun, his son Akbar ruled in Mughal dynasty and his period is 1555 to 1605. His period is 1555 to 1605. He was a very great powerful ruler in Mughal dynasty. Okay. During his period, he divided his empire into 15 provinces or sabas. He divided his empire into 15 provinces or sabas. And each sabas divided into sarkars. Each sabas divided into many sarkars. And each sarkars divided into many parganas. He was a very powerful ruler in the Mughal dynasty. He ruled in Mughal dynasty in 1556 to 1605 and he was divided his empire in 15 provinces or sabas and sabas divided into many sarkars and sarkars divided into parganas. One of the important contribution of the Akbar, that is Mansabdari system. What is Mansabdari system? The Mansabdari system was every officer was liable to maintain a specific number of soldiers. That is called Mansabdari system. Then he conquered so many regions under the Mughal Empire. Gwalior, Malwa, Ajmer are conquered by Akbar. And in his period, during his period, one of the important court poet, that is Abul Fasal, he wrote a book for Akbar's memories, that is Akbar Nama, that is Akbar Nama or Aini Akbari, Akbar Nama or Aini Akbari. Okay, next ruler, that is Jahangir. After the death of Akbar, his son Jahangir ruled in Mughal dynasty. Its period is 1605 to 1627. He was a very admirer and follower of his father. And during his period, two important Britishers like Sir Thomas Roy and Captain Hawkins are visited in India. During his period, two important Britishers like Sir Thomas Roy and Captain Hawkins visited in India. And its important memories is called Jahangir Nama. Tusuk-i Jahangiri. Tusuk-i Jahangiri. Okay. After the death of Akbar, its son Jahangir ruled in Mughal period. His period is 1605 to 1627 and he was the great admirer and follower of his father. During his period, two important Britishers like Sir Thomas Roe and Captain Hawkins visited in India. After the death of Jahangir, his son Shah Jahan ruled in Mughal dynasty. Its period is 1627 to 1658. Shah Jahan ruled in Mughal dynasty in 1627 to 1658. He was a very powerful ruler and he built an important monument, that is Taj Mahal, for his lovable wife Mumtaz Mahal. Okay, after the death of Shah Jahan, its son Aurangzeb, he was the last powerful ruler of the Mughal dynasty. and he ruled in Mughal dynasty in 1658 to 1707. And after the death of Aurangzeb, his followers are so weak and Mughal dynasty began to decline. He ruled in Mughal dynasty in 50 years. He ruled for Mughal dynasty for 15 years. Okay. In 1857, Mughal dynasty began to decline. Okay, I think all of you understood this section. Mughal dynasty, the rulers are Babur, Humayun, Akbar, Jahangir, Shah Jahan and Aurangzeb. Okay, all of you take a notebook and write the important rulers and the periods. Okay, next. There are so many regions that came under the Mughal dynasties. What are the regions that came under the Mughal dynasties? All of you take a notebook and write the question. What are the regions that came under Mughal dynasty? Okay, I am going to show a chart. All of you write the answer. What are the regions that came under Mughal dynasty? Yes, Khandesh, Malwa, Multan, Bihar, Bengal, Gujarat, Kabul and Kashmir. These are the important regions that came under the Mughal dynasty. Okay, Khandesh, Malwa, Multan, Bihar, Bengal, Gujarat, Kabul and Kashmir. Okay, all of you write the answer. What are the regions that came under the Mughal dynasties? Khandesh, Malwa, Multan, Bihar, Bengal, Gujarat, Kabul and Kashmir. Okay. Next we are going to study about the last section of this chapter, that is centers of power in southern and western part of India. The centers of power in southern and western part of India. Centers of power, southern, western part of India. I have already told about the two important dynasties in medieval period, Sultanate and Mughal dynasty. Not only in Sultan and Mughal dynasty, but also some other small kingdoms or small dynasties established, ruled in medieval period. Okay, what are they? In southern part, there are three important dynasties. They are Chola, Vijayanagara and Bahmani. Bahmani dynasty. Chola, Vijayanagara and Bahmani are the important dynasties in southern part of the medieval period. Medieval India. Okay. Then we discuss about each of the dynasties. First one, Chola dynasty. In Chola dynasty became powerful by 9th century. Important rulers of Chola dynasty, they are Rajaraja Chola, Rajaraj Chola and Rajendra Chola. Two important Chola rulers are the Rajaraj Chola and Rajendra Chola. The Cholas had a powerful navy and they had to extend their power into Indonesia, Malaysia islands. Cholas had a powerful navy and they extend power in other countries like Malaysia, Indonesia, etc. The first region, first kingdom, that is Chola kingdom, established power in 9th century. The two important rulers are Rajaraja Chola and Rajendra Chola. Next important kingdom, that is Vijayanagara dynasty. Vijayanagara established power in 14th century, and the founder of the Mughal Vijayanagara dynasty, that is Harihara Bukka. Where the two important are the founders of the Vijayanagara dynasty. The important ruler of the Vijayanagara dynasty, that is Krishnadevaraya. Krishnadevaraya was the founder of the Vijayanagara dynasty. There are so many geographical features of Vijayanagara dynasty. The first feature is the fertility of the land. So the people highly cultivated so many crops. The fertility of the land is the first feature of the geographical feature of the Vijayanagara dynasty, and the people mostly engaged in the so many cultivation. And in this land, there are so many ports are situated. There are so many ports are situated in Vijayanagara dynasty. Vijayanagara dynasty became powerful by 14th century, and the founder of this dynasty, that is Harihara and Bukka, an important powerful ruler, that is Krishnadevaraya. Okay. Next, Bahmani dynasty. In South Indian dynasties are Chola, Vijayanagara, and last one Bahmani dynasty. In Bahmani dynasty became powerful in 15th century. One of the important region in Bahmani dynasty, that is Raichur region. One of the important region in Bahmani dynasty, that is Raichur region. It's also known as the rice bowl of South India. The Raichur region is also known as rice bowl of South India. Okay. The important founder of the Bahmani dynasty, that is Alauddin Hasan Bahman Shah, was the founder of the Bahmani dynasty. The Bahmani dynasty was founded by Alauddin Hasan Bahman Shah, and important region is Raichur region. The Raichur region is also known as the rice bowl of South India. In this region is located between Tungabhadra and Krishna rivers. These river basins are so fertile. So the Vijayanagara and Bahmani rulers frequently engaged in wars to gain control over the Bahmani dynasty or control over the Raichur region. Okay, the Raichur region located between Tungabhadra and Krishna river. So the rulers of the Bahmani and Vijayanagara rulers are frequently engaged in wars to gain control over the region. Okay. Next region in Western India, that is Maratha. There are three important regions in Southern India: Chola, Vijayanagara, and Bahmani dynasty. and the western part of India, one of the important dynasty. The western part of India, one of the important dynasty, that is Maratha dynasty. Maratha dynasty. The Maratha dynasty became powerful by 17th century. One of the important ruler of the Maratha dynasty, that is Shivaji. He also known as Chhatrapati. One of the important ruler of Maratha dynasty, that is Shivaji, and he also known as Chhatrapati. And the Marathas had powerful navy and army. So he helped to maintain in political power in Maratha. And there are so many geographical features in Maratha region for the growth of the Maratha region. That is, the first geographical feature is Vindhya Sadapura, then Vidyasadapura and Narmada Tapti rivers separated the Maratha region from the nearby regions. One of the important geographical factors that helped the growth of Maratha, the first feature, that is Vindhyasadapura and Narmada Tapti rivers. Vindhyasadapura and Narmada Tapti rivers separated the Maratha region from the nearby regions. So these geographical features helped Maratha to protect the other regions. All of you take a notebook and write a question. Write a short note on important dynasties in southern and western part of India. Write a short note on the important dynasties in southern and western part of India. Okay. The southern part, there are three important dynasties: Chola, Vijayanagara and Bamini dynasties. Chola dynasty became powerful by 9th century. Two important rulers are Rajaraja Chola and Rajendra Chola. They had a powerful navy. The next dynasty, that is in South India, Vijayanagara dynasty. The founder of the Vijayanagara dynasty, Harihara and Bukka. This dynasty became powerful in 14th century. Then Krishnadevaraya was one of the important ruler of the dynasty. There are so many geographical features in Vijayanagara dynasty. First feature is there are so many ports situated here, and this land is very fertile, so the people are highly cultivated, so many crops. Then next dynasty in South India, that is Bamini dynasty. Three important dynasties: Chola, Vijayanagara and Bamini. The last one, Bamini dynasty. One of the important person, that is Alauddin Hassan Bahman Shah, is the founder of this dynasty. And there are so many geographical features here. One of the important region, that is Raichur, and it is located between Tungabhadra and Krishna rivers. These river basins are so fertile. This land are captured by two regions, the two rulers, that is Vijayanagara and Bamini rulers. Okay, the next western part of India, one of the important dynasty, that is Maratha. One of the important ruler is Shivaji, and he is also known as Chhatrapati. He had many powerful navy and army, and he captured so many regions in outside of the empire. and there are so many geographical features are helped to the growth of Maratha region. The one important region is feature is Vidya and Shadapura and Narmada and Tapti rivers basins separated the region from the nearby countries. Okay, our chapter is finishing here. I think all of you understand this section and you write all the question answers in your notebook. Okay, thus we successfully completed our this section. So all of you listening very carefully here. Thank you.